Hello, colors. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we discuss on some interesting updates. We start with our sporting director, Deco, who, in a recent interview, talked about Xavi. He spoke about Joao Felix, spoke about Joao Cancelo after 2-1 win versus Porto. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, in this video, we are going to talk on this report claiming that Barcelona secures 70.55 million euros revenue from the Champions League this season. We are also going to be looking much on that. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Leading up to Barcelona's game against FC Porto on Tuesday night, there was a lot of pressure on manager Xavi Hernandez. There had been speculations of his job being under threat in case of a negative result against the Portuguese champions, with reports of Rafa Marcus being identified as a potential successor doing the rounds. However, the 43-year-old had received the backing of club president Joao Laporta in the lead up to the match. Why after the game, it was sporting director Deco who came out to show his support for the former midfielder Xavi. Speaking to Movie Star after the 2-1 win over Porto, Deco insisted that there have been no doubts about Xavi at any point and that Barcelona fully back him, which is why he was handed a new contract earlier this year. Deco said, "We don't have to ratify anything. Xavi is our coach. He has a contract and he recently renewed it. And when the club renews its coach, it is because it trusts him. There is no discussion," Deco said, as quoted by Mundo Deportivo. "I understand that when we don't play well and don't win, there is criticism, but that's normal. This is football and we are used to it." Further discussing the noise around the club after a few disappointing displays, Deco said, "It's normal. We know that rumors are normal at Barca when they don't play well, but we know that we want on a day-to-day basis. We know that we had to bring players back when we thought we had everyone. Gavi got injured. But this is football, and the important thing is the day to day, how hard we work, how much we suffer in defeats, and this is a team." Deco also spoke about the 2-1 win over Porto the other night and about the qualification through to the round of 16 of the Champions League. He said, "It's normal as the final stretch of the group stage approaches. Things get complicated, but we knew the importance of this game. We came from an unexpected defeat after not playing a good game against Shakhtar Donetsk. We had to react and play a good game, and we did just that," he said. The former Portuguese international also had words of praise for his compatriots Joao Cancelo and Joao Felix, who were on the target for Barca last night. He said, "When we brought in Cancelo, we knew that he had the ability to play on both flanks. He is a versatile player who can help us in that sense. It seems that the coach with Araujo, Koundé, Inigo wanted more defensive security," he said. "But in the end, the important thing is how we position ourselves on the pitch and the attitude we have. Today, we played a good game from start to finish, and it's normal that we had difficulties. Porto are a great team." Expressing his delight at Joao Felix's performance, the Barcelona sporting director added, "We had no doubts. If anything, you had doubts. We know Joao's ability on a day-to-day basis. He has also had a lot of minutes with 11, 12 games in a row due to injuries. Many games he had a chance to score. He hit the post, other times he didn't. But that's how it is. That's football. I'm happy for him for his confidence he has. Great words there from a great sporting director, Deco, who has been working so hard since becoming the new sporting director of FC Barcelona, having interviews left, right, and center, discussing on the plan, the project, and players, analyzing the things, how things are going, backing Xavi up as well. Of course, we can hear him here talking about the fact that he has full trust and faith in the manager as well as Laporta. So, of course, we know heading into the Porto game, Xavi was under severe pressure, but oh boy, he delivered well because that was a game that many Barca fans were just trying to see what Xavi would do because we are tired of the poor performances and results not coming our way. And we saw how Barca played, especially in that second half, coming back from 1-0 down. It's not something we see on a daily basis for this Barcelona side. And we saw that and they did quite well. And just of course, we saw the two new signings, Cancelo and Felix, handling that match, making it their own as they were the best players by far. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona ended their recent run of UEFA Champions League group stage eliminations as they secured a berth in the round of 16. Following their 2-1 win over FC Porto last night at Estadi Olympique Luis Companys, after having suffered the humiliation of back-to-back eliminations from the group stages, it was a much-needed result for Barca, not only in terms of pride and prestige, but financially as well. Indeed, as per a report from Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona have already pocketed a total of 70.5 million euros from this season of UEFA Champions League. The victory against Porto meant that 2.8 million for the win and 9.6 million euros for sealing a place in round of 16. A total of 12.4 million euros ended up in the coffers last night as Barca defeated Porto 2-1, courtesy of goals from Portuguese duo Joao Cancelo and Joao Felix. The Catalans had already earned 58.15 million prior to Tuesday's win, you know, at its 34.11 million due to the historical ranking, 15.64 million for playing in the group stages, and 8.4 million euros from 3 victories in the first 3 games of the season. All of it takes Barcelona's revenue for the season from the Champions League to 70.55 million euros, and it will only continue to grow if they progress further in the knockout stages. Not to forget the market pool division, which will be determined towards the end of the season. Of course, we finally crossed the group stage for the first time in 3 years, and of course, it was expected that we should be the one to cross in that group because if Barca never had made it to that round of 16, I think Xavi could have been sacked because the group, to be honest, in all fairness, we had every right to cross and we did just that. So in the 5 games Barca have played, we have won 4 and we have lost 1. That loss coming against that disappointing result against Shakhtar Donetsk, I think last month or so. So Barcelona, of course, the more they go into the competition deep, the more the revenue comes, which will greatly help the club. Then with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.